If you are off to a slow start with your fitness channel, I want you to stick with me for the next 10 minutes because I'm going to share with you every top search for workouts on YouTube since the holidays. It starts right now. So every year around this time, there's always a big influx of searches on YouTube. It's fitness season. Lots of people getting gym memberships, lots of people with New Year's resolutions. We go through this every year. As fitness creators, we tend to amp up our own channels, but if you're doing that right now and you're not getting maybe the views or the feedback that you're hoping for, you picked a great day to tune in because this video is gonna share with you all of the top searches and what everybody's been looking for since December 25th, 2022, up until present day today. But if you're sticking around for that, I also want you to stick around to the very end because after I go through the top searches, which I'm gonna breeze through pretty quickly, I'm gonna share with you the top rising searches. And the reason that these are very important is because the rising searches are the ones that have suddenly shot up in popularity and may not have as much content on YouTube that's fulfilling the searches. We'll get into it as we go along, but these are the searches that tend to get newer and smaller YouTubers more exposure because there's less competition for those searches as compared to maybe the top searches on YouTube. So with that, let's get started right now. We're gonna go through all the top searches. Because these are so popular and in some cases very vague, it will give you some insight into what their mindset is right now. And I mean, again, as personal trainers, a lot of you probably know what people are looking for, but there may be a few surprises in there. So we'll swing through that and then we'll get into the rising searches. So the very top one on my list, pretty straightforward, it's workout. There's not much I can add to that. It's about as vague as it comes, so we're just gonna keep moving past that one. Next one is home workouts. After that, arm workouts. Next one up, workouts for women. So as you can see with the top searches, they're very vague and that's why they are so popular and why there's so many searches for them. Next up, ab workouts. After that, we've got chest workouts. After that, we've got leg workouts. After that, we have back workouts. Now, that is something that I will bring some attention to because it goes to show that people are not always looking for full body workouts. A lot of us go out, we're always trying to do those full body HIIT sessions, the no repeats, all that sort of stuff. There are still people who, they spot train. They try and pick a body part, they wanna work that out. So, doing workouts that focus on arms or chest or shoulders or abs and core, still very viable options to do. So make sure you include some of those in your offering on your channel. Moving along, workouts to lose belly fat, kids workouts, dumbbell arm workouts, workouts for beginners. Then we have dance workouts, exercise, workouts for kids. Again, you're gonna see some that are repetitive. It's just different phrasing of the same search essentially. Basketball workouts, core workouts, workouts to lose weight, workout with dumbbells, football workouts, ab workout, full body workouts, team body project workouts, which I believe is an actual YouTube channel. So as I said, I just kind of went through those quickly because there's not a whole lot I can add to them. They're very vague searches, but those are the top searches right now that are the most popular, the most typed into YouTube. There may be a few things in there that you can pick up on that might help you, but for the most part, they're very vague searches that are not going to help you in getting discovered. So moving on to the rising searches, and again, these are the ones that are important to me. These are basically covering just the past week and a half or so. So from December 25th up until today. And as I've said before, the important thing with rising searches is that they tend to be more precise and there tends to be less competition with rising searches. So being able to produce a workout that covers a topic like this could be very beneficial to you in terms of discovery. As we've talked about on this channel, typically with most really popular YouTube channels, a lot of the traffic, like 80–85%, is gonna be driven by maybe 3 or 4 of your videos. Having a few of these videos that can go viral, so to speak, to bring in traffic and introduce them to your entire offering is important. So with that, let's get started. So the first search we've got, which is a breakout search, meaning it's very high percentage of new searches, is bootcamp workouts. I think that's very typical of a post-holiday weight gain. I need some kind of a program. Because when people search for boot camps, they tend to be looking for programs like a 4-week boot camp or an 8-week boot camp. And there are channels that do that. There's channels that will come out of the gate in January with long-term programs, which pull people in, and you can kind of train with somebody for the next 8 weeks with a weight loss goal in mind or something like that. So that is probably what that is about. But if you've got the time to do a boot camp program and be posting 3-4 workouts a week, by all means, go for it, because it's very popular right now. Number 2 on our list, which is also a breakout search and very interesting to me personally, is Orange Theory at-home workouts. First and foremost, there is a lot to unpack with this one, but this is very interesting to me. Orange Theory is a chain of gyms across the US. I don't believe, as far as I'm aware, that they have any sort of a home workout option, other than I do know they did some stuff during COVID. The concept of Orange Theory is using heart rate monitors, and it allows people to kind of work out at their own pace to get into a certain heart rate zone, as far as calorie burning, fat burning, that sort of thing. And I think they try and get people into zones 4 and 5 for a period of 12 minutes out of a 60-minute workout or something. Again, I don't know the exact specifics of that, but a lot of it is revolving around heart rate monitors and working at your own pace. And because we all, what may get my heart rate to 150 beats per minute may be different for you. So that's kind of the concept. To me, this is very much associated with smartwatches. Smartwatches are becoming like this whole evolution in fitness, and I do believe that it's going to be one of the biggest trends on YouTube in 2023, and I am going to talk about this in another video. I'm wearing a smartwatch right now. I just started using mine a couple of months ago, and it is fantastic for accountability. You can put in your goals for the day, whether it be steps, calories burned, the time that you're active, and it's going to monitor that for you. It's going to give you some semblance of how close you're getting to that if you're bypassing it. It may not be exact, but it does add accountability to your day. People are starting to search for workouts and programs online that allow them to get their steps in. This is why last year walking workouts was a huge thing. If you're able to in some way infuse, heart rate monitors into your workout or beats per minute or things like that, telling people how many calories they're going to burn in a workout, how many steps they're going to get in, there's a great opportunity to pull in that type of a viewer who very much swears by their smartwatch, and they're looking to meet their goals every day. So you start doing something like that. And so I do believe that the two are related. It is people that are looking to basically find workouts where they can kind of go for 60 minutes. They can work within different heart rate zones and do that. So again, that's my feeling on this. I can't say much else about Orange Theory besides that. I do hear it's a great program. But as far as the smartwatch thing goes, I do plan on getting into that in a future video, probably over the next week. So we'll leave the rest of that until then. Number 3 in the list with a 190% increase over the past week and a half is exercise band workouts. No surprise here, exercise bands are a great staple workout to have on your channel. I've got a few exercise band workouts on my channel that do exceptionally well. Almost everybody has a band. You can do it whether you're in a small New York City condo or in a giant house or wherever you're at, traveling, all that kind of stuff. So the fact these are popular year round, the fact that it's just boosting in January just goes to show how popular they actually are. So definitely a good one. Next one on our list is Pilates wall workouts. Pilates as a whole is hugely popular on YouTube. It's just a really great training method that is suitable for all ages. It's suitable for all skill levels, beginner, advanced. Pilates wall workouts are basically a reformer style workout where you don't need the reformer. You don't need the expense of a Pilates reformer. You don't need to find a place in your house to put it. You're using the wall and body weight as your resistance. But I do see a lot of growth for this in 2023 because there have been people that have tried to incorporate reformer Pilates onto YouTube. Some have had a little bit of success, a lot haven't, just because of the fact that people can't afford a reformer. So the fact that this is giving you kind of that style of a workout, I can see a lot of growth here. You're gonna see a lot more Pilates wall workouts pop up in 2023. And if you are a Pilates instructor, I highly encourage you to incorporate one of these onto your channel and see how it goes, and let me know how it goes. Next up on our list, number 5, I believe, with a 160% increase in searches, is Tiffany Roth workouts. Tiffany has popped up in these searches in the past. I don't know a whole lot about Tiffany. I have been on her channel. She's got a lot of content on her channel. She does a lot of live streams. What I do know about Tiffany is that the majority of the workouts on her channel that have millions of views are workouts that are 10, 11 years old. And I did a little bit of research and saw that, Tiffany has a huge resume, and she seems extremely good at what she does. She was actually endorsed by Dr. Oz in about 2012, around that time, and that would explain a huge boost on her channel about 11 years ago, which would have been 2012. Certainly that, because when I looked, there were videos that had upwards 20, 30 million views. But she has a lot of programs outside of YouTube on the go. She seems very busy, and she still seems very relevant because people are searching for her right now. Number 6 on our list of the top rising searches on YouTube is ab workouts for women. It's got a 160% increase in searches. Not a lot I can add to that. Again, post holidays, it's January season, it's busy fitness season, New Year's resolutions. Typically people, when they start getting back into fitness in January, their spot training, their target training, belly fat, abs, they tend to go after a lot of stuff like that, saggy arms and that sort of thing. So having those searches pop up does not surprise me. And finding ways to incorporate those terms into your titles will not hurt you, because if you can match your title with what some of these more beginner level people are searching for, you're going to see a huge increase in traffic on your channel. So number 7 on our list is CrossFit workouts at home. That in itself sounds kind of like putting an elephant in an outhouse, like it doesn't belong in your home if you've ever seen a CrossFit workout. But with that said, CrossFit by definition is basically functional training performed at a very high intensity. These workouts are typically performed at a CrossFit gym because there's a lot of barbell work, there's a lot of different things like that. But over the past couple of years, people have, because it's such a trendy term, people have been trying to find ways to create CrossFit style workouts that you can do, whether it's outdoors or inside, using just body weight exercises like air squats, push-ups, sprints, things like that. So I don't see that slowing down. To me, it's kind of similar to the surge that we're seeing right now in calisthenics workouts and bodyweight workouts. So I think those are going to stick around for a while. So keep an eye on it. And if you have that style of channel, try incorporating a few. Next up on the list is dumbbell bicep workouts. As a whole, there's not a lot I can add to that. I will say though that over the course of COVID, there was a huge explosion of home gym sales. To the point where a lot of the big manufacturers literally ran out of things to sell. And there's still a growing niche right now on YouTube for garage workouts and garage gyms and things like that. So not to say, this is specific to dumbbells, but you're gonna find a lot more people are going to start having more equipment to work with in their gyms. They've got dedicated spaces for their gyms, and they're looking to train body parts just like they would if they went to a commercial gym. So again, like we spoke about earlier with the top searches, it doesn't hurt now and then if you don't always have to be upper body, lower body core. You can do, quads and hamstrings. You can do biceps and triceps. You could do chest and back. You can do that with any style of training. You can focus on 1 or 2 body parts or a single body part, and there is an audience who will do that with you. Next up, we have forearm workouts. Essentially everything I just said about bicep dumbbell workouts, same thing here. Just spot training smaller body parts. Nothing else needs to be said. After that, we've got band workouts for women. This is just a different way of searching for exercise band workouts, which we've already covered, so I won't say anything else about that either. Next on our list with a 60% increase of searches over the last week or so is Jane Fonda workouts. Do not be surprised by this. If you're not familiar with Jane Fonda, she's a pioneer in our industry. She was massive in the 80s, probably into the 90s a little bit as well. But it's traditional retro style aerobics. We have an aging population. They're looking for familiarity when they're searching on YouTube for workouts. And what they're looking for right now are these old digitized VHS copies of Jane Fonda workouts that they can do from home. This provides a huge opportunity. I'm not surprised that this is as popular as it is. Aerobic workouts are a lot of fun. They're pretty easy to adapt to, and they're very beginner friendly. So no matter what your level of conditioning is, you can jump into an aerobic workout, especially from that style from back in the 80s. So while people are out there looking for Jane Fonda and Richard Simmons workouts, this is an opportunity for you to create new content from that nostalgic older genre. It's a timeless way of exercising. As I said, it's a lot of fun, but try that. You know, you can even go so far as start to implement the colors from the 80s, the outfits from the 80s, and just really add some vibrancy to your channel. Huge opportunity, and that's basically all I can say about it. Last on our list of the top rising searches since Christmas for workout videos is Bosu ball workouts. Bosu ball workouts is a fantastic niche. It still enables you to do a lot of different styles of workouts, but just incorporating the Bosu ball into that workout. This is a part of a much bigger trend of functional training, which is growing every year on YouTube. You're training body movements as opposed to training body parts, which is the more typical style of exercising. People that are training functional style training like a Bosu ball, they're looking for increased speed, reflexes, coordination, balance, stabilize your muscles, things like that. And especially with an aging population who has become much more health conscious, these style of workouts are only going to continue to grow as that age group continues to age. So fantastic niche. I don't see a lot of Bosu workouts on YouTube except for the Bosu page, which has a few. So definite opportunity there and one that's worth checking out. So that's it, guys. That is your top workout searches since Christmas, what everyone's been looking for. And it's also the top rising workout searches. And those are the ones I want you to pay extra attention to because there's opportunities there to get exposure. That's it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. If you have questions or comments or things you'd like to add, throw it on the bottom. And that's it. Hope you subscribe. Don't forget, I will talk to you soon.